Going into the woods alone at night can be downright terrifying. But what if you stumble upon something or someone you'd rather not face? Tonight, we're uncovering 6 of the most spine-chilling encounters ever caught on camera. These stories will have you thinking twice before ever setting foot in the woods alone again. Let's jump straight into the first unsettling encounter. But before we begin, just a quick warning. The last video is truly disturbing. The first video tonight comes from Grizzly Gaz, a UK-based YouTuber known for his solo wild camping adventures, often with his loyal dog Fendi by his side. His videos blend stealth camping and urban exploration with just the right touch of paranormal curiosity. This time, he's back with something much darker. It's May the 4th, 2025, and in this solo wild camping trip, Gaz heads out to a wooded reservoir, rumored to hide an old druid's altar. He arrives during the day and holds off setting up camp due to dog walkers nearby. But once dusk falls and the woods begin to empty, Gaz starts exploring the area, including what looks like an abandoned campsite.
Hello? Hello? There's rubbish everywhere. Hello? Fendi, come here. Pigeon. Oh. Just looks like kids have been in here. Oh, I don't know. Oh, there you go. That answers it, doesn't it? Oh, Fendi. Your pants then, mate. Oh, look. There, and cream of tomato soup. Roast beef, Monster Munch. Not the best flavour, is it? Like pickled onion for me. Mandarin pieces. Just bits of crap lying about everywhere. Might have to come and clean this up when I've got some spare time. Trying to burn green wood, it's not going to work, mate. Right, shall we go find this druid's altar? Come on. What are you doing down there? Hey, come on. Can you get up? Good girl.
Gaz stumbles upon an abandoned tent deep in the woods. And it's not a broken down wreck either. It's a proper decent tent, just left there, surrounded by junk. He cautiously calls out before approaching, but there's no response. No one around. On closer inspection, the tent is completely empty. But why would someone just leave a perfectly good tent behind like that?
Nice and quiet. Just heard something splashing about down there. And they stop moving about grunting, you muppet. It must be out. Even just walking over here feels creepy. What do you think, mate? What would you do if we found this druid's altar and there were loads of people all gathered round it in robes, chanting and stuff? Oh, my head torch seems to be running out of battery now. Watch, it'll dim in a minute. Keeps dimming. Great. That's all we need. Oh, definitely just saw eye shine over there. Oh, torch. Oh, maybe it was a Wendigo. You're not supposed to say that name, are you? Or whistle.
As the sun disappears and Gaz's head torch starts to flicker, things take a turn. There are splashing noises coming from the nearby river, and then something worse. Eye shine, reflecting back from the trees. It's becoming more and more likely that Gaz is not alone out there.
Oh, what's that down there? Is that it? Don't know if you can see. Oh, I'll have to find a way down there. Come on, I think we found it. There it is. We found it. It's a shame my head torch ain't working. There we go, look. What's that on top of it? What is that? Oh, do we dare even come in here? Holy Bible. That says the end there. Is it upside down? Why would it be upside down? Is Genesis the first passage of the Bible? I don't know. It's got some scribbling on there. Can't make out what it says. Mary Ann something or other. Eastwood, Todmorden, 1995. That's creepy, isn't it? Upside down Bible. Oh, I don't like that. Alright, let's see what we can see here. What's it made out of? It looks like it's the blocks from the bridge. Yeah, it's definitely concrete, so it's not that old, is it? Oh, torch. What do I do with this Bible? Do I leave it here.
Then comes the most chilling moment. He finds what appears to be the Druid's altar. It's a concrete structure deep in the woods, and it's what's on it that turns this trip from strange to straight up disturbing. An upside-down Bible. Now you're left wondering, was this just left over from some teenage thrill seekers? Or is something darker going on out here?
I don't feel any sort of creepy presence or outlaw down here. It felt alright in there actually. But I'm gonna have to get back to the tent before my head torch runs out. Come on. A nice flat spot here as well. I could have camped out here and staked it out. Just seen something flash down there. My mind's playing tricks on me again. Come on. Yeah, look. It's definitely them. Them blocks. What do you think then? Druid's altar or just made up story? I don't know. Druids don't go by the Bible, do they? And I don't think a Christian would have an upside down Bible. Let me know what you think about it. Come on, little one. You're tired now, aren't you, mate? Not surprised. There you go. You having a drinky poos? And we're home. Let me get that off. Right, I'm going to get my stuff set up now and get my head down. What do you think? If you like the video.
So what do you think? Was Gaz truly alone in those woods? What was with that abandoned tent and that altar? Personally, I don't think he was alone. And that altar? That looked like the site of something sinister, maybe even demonic. Luckily, Gaz and Fendi made it out safely. But let us know what you think in the comments below. And what would you have done if you stumbled across a tent like that? Or a Bible flipped upside down on a cold concrete altar in the woods? Quick question. Would you ever camp alone in the woods, not knowing who or what might be out there with you? Or do you prefer to stay warm and cozy in your own bed, watching others brave the unknown from the safety of your screen? The next horrifying video comes from 401 Files, a YouTube channel run by Ben, a UK-based explorer of all things unexplained. His content dives deep into topics like UFO sightings, cryptids, and the paranormal, often set in some of Britain's most remote and haunted landscapes. It is January the 26th, 2023, and in this solo winter wild camp, Ben heads deep into Dalby Forest in North Yorkshire, a place with a dark reputation. Known for strange lights in the sky, bizarre animal mutilations, and even whispered tales of alien encounters, Dalby Forest is one of Britain's most mysterious hotspots. Armed with his camera and camping gear, Ben braves the freezing cold to experience the forest for himself. But what he ends up capturing is way more than just eerie atmosphere.
Whenever I'm out and it's a clear night, that is always the constellation that I tend to gravitate to, because in my opinion that's where they're coming from. You know, there will be many other constellations out there where life forms are leaving and returning day in, day out, no doubt about that. But the one that keeps cropping up, if we go off eyewitness testimonies and abduction claims is the Pleiades constellation. You know, a lot of these people come back and report that these beings come from around that area. So I always look up at that and just think that is where they are, as well as many other places. Can you imagine living close to the Seven Sisters? Like, how weird that would be. I mean, to us, the cluster of stars, the Pleiades cluster, it looks very, very close, but in reality, those stars are light years apart. However, I wonder what it's like being on a planet orbiting one of those. Like, do you still get all the light from the other stars? Because to us, from this far, from this distance, it looks like they're relatively close, but yeah, it'd be amazing, wouldn't it, if you could just teleport or transport yourself to that area and see what life around that cluster is like. We only have the one sun, really, you know, that comes up and goes down at the end of every day, at the beginning of every day. But being up somewhere like that must be an absolutely breathtaking scene. The thing I don't understand, though, is that a lot of the alien greys, you know, the grey aliens with the big black wraparound eyes, they are reported to come from that area as well. And I always assumed that they have big black eyes because wherever they're from, they live far away from their home star. And the light is obviously minimal, and we know here on Earth all the nocturnal creatures have huge eyes to allow as much light in as possible. So I thought that these grey aliens with the big black wraparound eyes must live in a very dark environment, and that's why they have the need for huge black eyes to absorb any minimal light that is around. But if they're coming from the Seven Sisters, that kind of doesn't work, because you would expect it to be really bright up there and with lots of light around, but what do I know?
Quick question. Do you believe in aliens? Let us know in the comments below.
Crazy that this video picks up the stars. That's insane. I'm not complaining. There's some lights over there in the distance. I'm not sure what that is. My initial thought, well, that's Lily, obviously the green one, and she's really close to me, but those two white lights seem really far from the distance. My original thought just then was maybe a road, but they don't seem to be moving. And they're not constant, they keep going on and off, and one of them just got really bright, so I have no idea what that is. Try and zoom in. Seems like there's three now as well, like there's a middle one turning up. hints of blue in there. There's a third light as well, like in the middle, that's just joined. I have no idea what that is. It's too far for me to go investigate, and it's definitely not stars. We're looking at ground level here, right across the horizon, but it seems too far from the distance for me to go over that way and investigate. And holding my hands out like this with the camera, I'm struggling because they're so cold. But yeah, I have no idea what that is at this point. Wow.
Because what Ben caught on camera might just change your mind. In the distance, a strange floating light appears through the trees. At first, it seems stationary, but then it begins to shift in color, almost pulsing. There's no drone noise, no movement like a plane, just this silent, hovering presence out there in the dark. And remember, Ben is completely alone in the middle of the forest, surrounded by nothing but trees and freezing air. So what do you think that was? Could it have been a UFO? Something paranormal? Or maybe something we don't even have a name for yet? Let us know in the comments below. Thankfully, Ben made it out unharmed. But this one leaves us asking, what exactly did he see out there in Dalby Forest? And was it watching him too? Sorry to interrupt the video, but if you're enjoying it, please consider liking the video and subscribing to our channel. Your support helps us to continue creating awesome, creepy videos. Now let's get back to the video. The next chilling video comes from Kev Goes, a personal outdoor adventure channel that documents Kev's solo journeys into the wilderness, where it's just him, nature, and whatever might be lurking out there. It is April the 28th, 2024, and in this episode, Kev sets off into the remote crown land of Manitoba, Canada, for his first attempt at tarp camping. He hikes along an old sandy logging road, now used as an ATV trail, searching for a secluded mossy patch of forest to set up before the sun disappears behind the trees. What starts as a peaceful night under a minimalist tarp setup soon turns into something much more unsettling.
It's dark now. I want to show you my bed setup. So I've got my ground mat here, and then I've got my Gear Doctor pad. I've got my Mountain House sleeping bag. So this is a mummy sleeping bag, and then I've just got another sleeping bag over top. So I've got room for my bag over there, and then you can see that you've got quite a bit of room in here for the sleeping bag, and I can stretch right out. So it's so quiet. My ears are like kind of just ringing. There's a constant sound or ring there. Not a loud one, just not used to being like this quiet, and I love it. This is what I look for. My senses are up a little bit, like, you know, I'm like hearing, when I hear things, like I'll be doing something and I'll be hearing a sound and I don't realize it's the sound that I'm doing, and I'm like, you know, what's that? And I realized, oh, that's just me. So, but I'll talk a little more about that in the tent to you. If I can get some filming in there, I'll talk to you about kind of how I've been feeling about everything. Yeah, I got to put another layer on because it is cooling off. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll see you in the tent. Got the chair hanging upside down so that it's not filled with moisture tomorrow. Yeah, so far it's been pretty good. Haven't been too like worried about much. When I first got here, it took me a bit to get used to some of the sounds out here, like the trees were swaying and making weird noises and stuff like that, just ones I wasn't sure of. And then, you know, I thought I heard something off in the distance, but I don't think it was anything. I think it was just trees or something. I'm not sure, but that was like when I first got here. I'm feeling pretty good about this because it's a tent and I'll be closing like this right off. And it'll give me a sense of security, false sense of security, I'm sure. It's first time tarp camping, and I don't feel like I would have too much of a problem even leaving this open. Although I'm not going to, because I think it's going to get moist tonight, so I am going to close this and save myself some moisture problems. Been wearing my do-rag because like we've had such a fluctuation of weather. Today we were plus 16, so plus 16 degrees Celsius. So we were out in t-shirts, like it was t-shirt weather when I was out here. And then, you know, the night's going down to 1 degrees Celsius, which is what, 35, 36 degrees Fahrenheit. So the fluctuation is there. It might even go below zero today. I don't know. So, but the do-rag I have to wear because I need to have something on my ears because I have a spot here that turned out to be cancerous on my ear here. So I'm going actually in June to get that taken out, but they're going to cut it out and everything like that. And so it's not the type that spreads or anything like that. It'll just sit here and grow here, but it doesn't spread around or anything. So they'll cut it out and that should be the end of it. Hopefully the night will go good. We'll see. I haven't been too nervous. If anything happens overnight, I'll have my GoPro ready here to maybe do some filming or whatever. I don't expect any problems, but I'll have my cameras ready to go. If anything does go on, I'll flick it on. Other than that, I'm just hoping for a nice good night and get up in the morning and have some coffee and breakfast. I missed my coffee today because I got here too late, but that should help me sleep, so that's probably a good thing. I will see you in the morning.
The trees. Kev finally settles in. The forest is so quiet, he says it actually makes his ears ring. There's no wind, no distant traffic, just silence so heavy that even the sound of his sleeping bag rustling feels loud. It's peaceful, but that kind of silence can play tricks on you. As the temperature begins to drop, Kev gets cozy and tries to wind down for the night.
Silhouette in the night sky, the moon seeping through to highlight bits and pieces of the forest. Ears adjusting to the quiet the same way my eyes adjust to the darkness. I have to wonder, am I the only thing out here tonight? I don't know if you heard that, but that was a weird sound, man. I do not know what that was.
Oh, there's a big crow just up there. Or a raven, actually. Good morning. It's about 6:15 and the forest has been coming alive, so I guess that's my cue. I'm gonna get up and make some coffee and then I'll talk about how everything was over the night. And if you if the camera picked up that sound that was from last night and you know what it is, let me know in the comments because that was pretty freaky.
But peace doesn't last long. Out of nowhere, bone-chilling screams echo through the forest. Kev sits up instantly, startled. He manages to catch a brief recording of the sound on camera, and it's unlike anything you'd expect to hear out in the woods. It doesn't sound like a coyote, not like a fox. Nothing familiar. Just this disturbing, drawn-out shriek. Too loud and too close for comfort.
Night, you know, getting used to the sounds and everything like that. And then for a while there, all sounds stopped. But, you know, the trees creak, and sometimes they creak in a weird way, and you don't know that it's necessarily a tree. And so I was definitely on guard last night. It was a broken sleep for sure. And I heard that crazy sound, which again, I hope I hope the audio picked that up. And if you know what it is, please let me know. So that freaked me out at first. And then for about half an hour, like I wasn't freaking out, oh my God. But I was definitely on guard where I wasn't going to sleep. After the half an hour, I just, you know, I was more at ease again and ready to fall asleep. So it was off and on sleep, pretty good. Nothing crazy terrible where, you know, where I was too kind of scared to go to sleep for fear of anything. I did have my knife like right beside me, unsheathed, just in case. I don't have any bear deterrent or anything like that. And so I figure, you know, a knife, like, oh yeah, what, Kev, you're gonna take on a bear with a knife? Well, if I had to, you know, a knife is better than nothing, right? Maybe you can jab him and he'll get the point and go away. I had it there anyways. It was just, for me, it was just a little bit of security.
Thankfully, Kev made it through the night unharmed. But what a terrifying thing to wake up to, especially when you're completely alone in the middle of nowhere. So what do you think it was? Was it just an animal we're unfamiliar with? Or was Kev not as alone as he thought out there? Could it have been something or someone lurking in the dark for reasons we don't want to imagine? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Perhaps it's not the animals we should fear most, but other humans. In the dark and desolate places we explore, it's often the unexpected presence of another person that turns a thrilling experience into a truly terrifying encounter. The next shocking video of the night comes from Nomadic Fanatic, a YouTube channel run by Eric Jacobs, who's been exploring the United States since 2013, often with his two cats, Tara and Opie, riding along for the adventure. It is December the 10th, 2017, and after spending nearly a week at a peaceful, secluded lakeside campground in Alabama, where not a single other visitor showed up, Eric packed up and continued west. He crossed into Mississippi, stopped briefly at the State Welcome Center, and then decided to take a detour through the rural backroads. That's where things took a strange turn.
Before we make a U-turn, I just did some research, and I guess if you're gonna get lost at a dead-end, creepy bridge, at least if there's some cool legend, ghost story behind it, then it's worth checking out, right? We are definitely gonna go walk this bridge. I'm not exactly sure when it closed or why it closed, but the legend that I found online is that the Dalton gang, that was highly known for about 100 years ago for robbing people, left one of their members behind named Stucky, and the townspeople here tried him for murder and burglary and theft and all that, and hung him from this bridge. And apparently every once in a while, if you hear a splash in the water, that's Stucky's ghost. And unfortunately, there is a lot of graffiti left behind here. There's nothing you can really do about. We're out of here. That's about enough of that. What the? There was a splash and another weird metal sound. Ooh. Plus, I just watched another episode of Stranger Things this morning. I'm just a little creeped out. Jax, we're going places. Other places. We're going other places.
He pulls up to an old graffiti-covered bridge, known locally as Stucky's Bridge, a place tied to chilling local legends. The story goes that a 19th century outlaw named Stucky was hanged from the bridge, and ever since, people claim to hear strange splashes in the water below, as if something or someone is still lurking beneath the surface. As Eric narrates the tale to camera, He casually mentions how some folks say you'll hear a splash when the ghost wants you to leave. And then, right on cue, a loud splash echoes from the water beneath. Startled, Eric bolts off the bridge, clearly shaken. But before he can even collect himself, there's another noise, a strange metallic clang, like something hitting the bridge from underneath. He makes it out of there safely, but the timing of the splash right after telling the legend, that's enough to leave anyone spooked. So what do you think? Was it just a coincidence? Or did Eric really stir up something supernatural at Stuckey's Bridge? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. There are countless things in this world that we don't fully understand. And sometimes, the true dangers lie in the unseen things that go bump in the night or whisper from the shadows. The next video comes from the YouTube channel Sean, a British-based platform known for its thoughtful and well-researched video essays that often tackle political issues, cultural criticism, and media analysis. It is July the 14th, 2011, and in the vast remote wilderness of eastern British Columbia, a place known for its rugged terrain and abundant wildlife, an individual goes running through the backcountry. Surrounded by towering trees and raw nature, it's the kind of place where you expect peace and quiet, not a brush with death. It's easy to forget sometimes. We talk a lot about human dangers, intrusions, and violence. But what about the dangers nature holds? Out here, the rules are different. And during this run, the individual unexpectedly comes face to face with a grizzly bear, one of the most feared and powerful predators in North America.
Coming up on your left. Thanks.
what a truly terrifying encounter. That bear was only feet away, and one wrong move could have made this a very different video. Thankfully, the runner had the reflexes and the physical conditioning to immediately sprint away and escape. Being already mid-run might have just saved his life. Before the next clip, if you are enjoying the video, please drop us a like and consider subscribing. We upload new creepy videos weekly. Now, back to the video. The last and most disturbing video of the night comes from Hunting the Unknown, a YouTube channel devoted to uncovering paranormal phenomena and eerie encounters in haunted or historically significant locations. Their videos aim to document the unexplainable, often venturing into some of the darkest and most mysterious places to see what they might find. It is March the 31st, 2023, and this time, the team heads deep into the UK woods to investigate a World War II-era military site. The site, anchored by a decaying underground bunker, is whispered about by locals, said to be haunted not only by the ghosts of soldiers, but also by the lingering spirit of a schoolboy who tragically died nearby.
Yeah guys, it's still wintertime where we are in the UK.
I heard that.
You heard that, yeah?
Sounded like a woman's voice. Like, scream.
Did you seriously hear that?
Yeah.
Would you be quiet, man? I swear I heard it. But you did hear that as well, yeah?
Yeah.
So guys, you've got a little trek on to get to this place. It's quite boggy here, man. Always in mud, guys. We just stay in the middle, I mean, on the side. You'd be right getting over this.
Oh, see all that. I'm looking for the night vision.
I wouldn't use night vision here. That's literally the worst of it.
The video wastes no time. As soon as they step into the woods, a woman's scream echoes in the distance, faint but unmistakable. When they replay it, it's even more chilling the second time around. Soon after, they stumble across a bunker in the middle of the forest and head inside, hoping the structure might help attract or trap some kind of paranormal response.
This device, it will give you energy to make you stronger. Take the energy from the blue light. Who are you? Here at Martian.
You scared of us?
Whoa. Are you a soldier? A captain? What are you? Take the energy from this device.
What regiment were you from? What's your order number?
Do you need help? His voices coming, yeah. He's coming.
Things begin to escalate. Armed with spirit boxes and EMF detectors, the team attempts to make contact, and something answers. The responses they receive are coherent and in direct response to their questions, chilling them. One voice even says we're coming, as if they're not alone in those woods.
I heard something behind me, behind us. What did you see? Did you see something or hear something? There's something behind us. Wow, look, oh man.
Hey, I'm not well cold, bro. Well cold.
There was something there, mate. I heard something behind us.
I just got wild through the cold all on my back.
Yeah? I literally heard like a thud behind me.
I keep hearing that.
The marching thing, yeah? I just couldn't believe that, mate.
Like that?
Like a marching they do, isn't it? Like you should know the marching thing. That's it, yeah. I couldn't be so bad I was going though.
Is that you?
No, it's
That's weird, bro. That was right on top of me. It's gone. You trying to take me over, was you?
You trying to scare us, aren't you?
What's that?
What? What did you hear?
Like something go twang, like something was hitting something. You know, like when the twig hits concrete or whatever, it makes that noise.
Yeah.
Sound like that, bro, from there.
That's what I heard a minute ago. I heard something behind me. Behind us. It's weird.
Left, right. Can you do that?
Can you copy me?
Hello? Let's go in here, bro.
It's freezing, man. Look at the temperature, it's down there. 7. Again, can you touch the device in the direction you are? Or wherever your friends are, can you touch this device? Make it go off. Are you here? Come on, touch the device to me, what direction you are in. Let's try that way. Oh. Out here.
So, what do you think? Is this one of the rare cases of true paranormal evidence caught on camera? What makes this so unnerving is how the voices respond in real time, and in ways that match the context of the conversation. These aren't random bursts of static. These are chilling, deliberate replies. Thankfully, the team left unharmed. But that scream at the start, still unexplained. Who or what was out there with them? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed these 6 spine-tingling encounters, be sure to like the video and subscribe for more chilling and terrifying videos. There's always another mystery waiting to be uncovered, and you won't want to miss what's next. Stay tuned, and we'll see you in the next video.